But I think we're coming out the other end of that now to a point in which we actually can see what the comparable metrics are. You can take a 15 or a 30-second spot and run it against a TV episode online or a TV episode on air and actually have comparable metrics. Nielsen has done a tremendous job there in pushing that forward, and as have a few other companies too, to help us understand what that's actually doing. So I think, the impression, the demo, the age and gender, and all those pieces are now becoming something we can all agree on that are there.
All of whatever that data point may be, and I actually agree, and the complexity of trying to understand identity, all of the different attributes that can go into modeling an audience and whether it's deterministic, but none of it means anything if you actually blow the engagement.
And the conclusion that came out of this was the brands that understand the cross-channel, the value of cross-channel experiences for their customers, understand that the fact that they're engaging the customers in the right way, in the right context, and are able to grow that business.
Don't underestimate the power of technology right now that can help you get there faster. It's not the goal to get more data, it's how you get the right data, and you're going to need those partners to get it there for you.
Eric, I would think your team would allow the data and the insights that you guys are gathering during the life of the product to dictate what do we do next.
But the data itself is there. These guys have an amazing amount of information they can share with us anytime we ask. But the ability to use that and to create those insights out of it is where the crucial portion is.
No one really finds data sexy. The subject line, sorry Dana, but the subject line, we talk about technology and data, we can keep talking about it, but the reality of it is data isn't really that sexy, right? It's what you do with the data that is sexy. And I think rather than ask what marketers are doing in terms of technology, how are they fundamentally changing their businesses to think about data? That's what I think we should be challenging marketers on.
We want to bring in big data, right? We want to bring in Facebook data. We want to bring in return path data and set-top box information. We need to put it in our workflow, and that's a tough thing to do. We're moving very quickly, and we always have to keep our eye out on, our principles of measurement, especially as marketers, and one of those principles is transparency.
When we think about business builders, think about being able to make sense of all of this data and trust this data and being able to use it to inform and prioritize initiatives. Think about the opportunity to leverage technology in new ways to be much more precise in our campaigns, and also to be much more focused on driving just these exceptional customer experience all the way through every channel, every touch point.
Again, that's starts with a platform, and then you've got to manage all the complexity that that sits on that platform. Yeah. But you've got to, back to the GC analogy there of a general contractor, that's the foundation on which you build the house, and you spend a lot of time making sure that you've got a good pour on the platform.
And then I guess when you look at advertisers trying to navigate this this industry, it's more difficult for sure, but it definitely creates an opportunity, as we've been talking about, being in places that our consumers are with content that's personally relevant and contextually relevant can really help them to be a lot more effective.